Let me show you really quickly how we can loop an animation in Cascadeur. Like my guy here, he's bowing up and down, but maybe he's doing that a little bit too often. So I might go and cut him off after the first, well, maybe the first couple of bows. And maybe here from frame 70, I want him to return back to his starting position. So let me go and first delete all these excess keyframes here. Let's say 73 onwards. I'll left click and drag this whole area, and then I head over here to timeline and say add remove key on interval, and that'll remove all these excess keyframes here. I'll go and press this button so that I don't have anything excessively showing in the timeline. And now, of course, the start and the end does not line up. So this is a little bit clunky in Cascadeur, I gotta be brutally honest, but it is possible using this technique called interval edit mode. You can enable it with this button here, and you can use this flyout menu to show a few more options of how we can exactly use it. I'll talk a little bit more about it when we get to it, but for now I'm gonna switch to this Bezier handle here. So now we're using interval edit mode with Bezier interpolation. So the way this works is, first of all, I'm going to have to go and select some points and park the playhead on the first frame and select this keyframe on what I want to actually copy. So let's go and switch from the view mode into something either point or box controller mode. Both of them will work. I'm going to choose my box controller here, select everything, and then I'll go hit Control C. It's the same as using edit copy. Those two options will be important later. Now I'm going to go and select myself a range of frames that I want to gradually blend to my copied frame. So let's say in my case that's about 15 frames or so, maybe from here, there's 20 frames. Let me go blend over 20 frames. I'm going to go and select this area at the back, but it's now important on top of the selection where your playhead is parked. So mine needs to be on the last frame because that's where I want the greatest influence of what I'm about to paste into this interval. So the way this works is that when I now use this command here, edit paste into interval, the keyframe that I've copied, namely the first one, will be copied with a little bit of influence into this frame, with a little bit more influence into that frame, with yet a little bit more influence into this frame, and eventually with 100% influence into this. So it's going to blend itself into this interval, and it'll have the greatest influence where you park the playhead, which is why it's important that it's here rather than here or here. So it's for other things, but for looping last frame, head over to paste into interval, and then we have this. So my guy is now in the original position. I can go out of interval edit mode here, but notice, of course, that isn't ideal because if we look at his hands, they behave a little bit badly here at the end. So it sort of works, and if your animation, like if I look at the lower body is perfectly worked, but the hands, I think they could probably do with a bit of an improvement here, and we would have to refine that. So if your animation works at this point, great, don't worry about anything else, but if yours has not, like on mine, I'm not really happy with how the hands behave here, then we can remove the keyframes here except for the last one and switch them over to FK interpolation. So this, I don't want to do that on all keyframes, even though I suppose I could, but I think only the arms are necessary. So let me go and grab only the arms except for the last one, choose Alt F, that'll delete all these keyframes. And now this is going to look even worse, but that's only because there's no interval of them moving now. And that's actually what's causing it. I think they get stretched a little bit here. There's no interval on them moving now, so I can either go and give that an interpolation, which is something other than step right now, so maybe Bezier clamped will work. So that's already going to do something better, but it's still really not nice. So the other thing I can do here is that on this interval, instead of using IK on it, I'm going to use FK, and that should now fix it because that'll just go and interpolate the arms properly. Yeah, that's worked a little bit better. Yeah, not ideal, but we certainly have a looped animation. It's something that's more usable than it was before. So ideally, I don't think I would probably loop animations in Cascadeur, to be brutally honest, because there are better ways to do this in applications that support clips. Even Blender can do that, iClone, Unreal Engine, for example. And the way you would do that is if you had your clip that looks cohesive like this and you want to loop it, you split it in the middle, put the second part on the beginning, the first part on the end, and then you have that intersection in the middle, and that's just something you blend out or drag into one another, and then that's the perfect loop. So the Cascadeur, even though this works, I don't think it's the ideal tool for that, but it can be done, and I thought I wanted to show you that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.